Eagles are also making some big moves and some big news. Not only did they clean up in the NFL draft this weekend, they also made a big trade for a running back. And this is exciting for Eagles fans because it's a homecoming for DeAndre Swift, who grew up right here in Philadelphia. And many of you know Swift played high school football for St. Joe's Prep and really became quite a legend there. And joining us live now to tell us all about that is Swift's former coach at the Prep, Tim Roken. Tim, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
No, thank you for having us.
Now, this is huge news. Now, the Eagles making this trade with the Detroit Lions to bring Swift back home to Philadelphia. So what went through your head when you heard this news? I think you said you were doing somersaults.
Yeah, I screamed in the other room, and my fiance came running out and thought something was wrong. And, just a scream of excitement to hear that news come through that, one of our former players is not only going to come back home and play for a city that he grew up in and loved, the Eagles, but also be able to team up with one of his former teammates here in Olamide Zaccheaus, who just got signed by them as well. So.
Well, this is cool. It's awesome. What a homecoming it's going to be. Now, Swift's father, we understand, is one of your coaches at St. Joe's Prep. Have you had a chance kind of to talk to him or the Swift family at this point? If so, what was their reaction when they heard their son is traded for the Birds and he's going to be coming home?
Yeah, no, I called Darren right away, and he was actually on his way. Him and Ayanna, his wife, were on their way to their daughter's graduation from the University of Pittsburgh when the news broke. So he was thrilled, obviously, and I spoke briefly to DeAndre. Obviously, he was his phone was blowing up, pretty heavily there at that point. But spent a minute or two on the phone with him, and you could just hear the emotion in his voice, and just how happy he is to be able to come back to the city of Philadelphia and play for his hometown team.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see how fans react as well. Now, Coach Swift did graduate from the Prep, we understand, in 2017, set all kinds of records while he was in school there. What was it like coaching him?
I'll tell you, so I was the offense coordinator at the time, and since I've taken over as the head coach. But, I tell you, he made my job a lot easier, that's for sure. But he's just an unbelievable young man. And, it was a young man that just made my job easier. But, he made me better as well, just because he wanted to be coached. And, the work ethic and the things that he did off the field, when nobody was watching, is what separates him, when he's on the field on Friday or Saturday and now on Sunday.
This is awesome news. Now, we know he's a great football player. We talked about all the records he's set and also what he's done already. So describe what kind of person he is off the field. You kind of gave us a glimpse there of it. How would you describe him just as, as a guy, a normal guy?
Yeah, no, extremely humble human. Is going to be great in the city, in the community. Loves to give back. Always comes back around the Prep when he has an opportunity to. When he's back home in Philly, and just a young man that's going to go in there and put his head down and just work. And there's a lot of expectations. He came into the Prep with a lot of expectations, but he just kind of keeps his head down and works and. Understands that he's confident in his ability, and that'll show on Sunday afternoon for sure.
All right, this is really exciting news. Tim, thank you so much for talking with us this morning. We do appreciate your time. Can't wait to see him here back in the city of brotherly love.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me, and take care. Have a good day.
Okay, you take care.